Before we begin, this story contains depictions of violence and dark themes that some listeners may find disturbing. It is intended for a mature audience. This is a work of fiction. All characters, events, and incidents are products of the author's imagination. Viewer discretion is advised. It all started on about 7 years ago, when these pirates showed up here. From what I have got from them so far, well, they have looted a passenger ship, and came to this place to hide away from the Navy, and been coming here, and spending a few days in this land, which goes by the name WHPORT. They land was going through a protest. A young girl has been raped and murdered by a young man, that goes by the name of Gilliner. Well, that man was the son of one of the king's ministers, and this wasn't the first time when he does anything like that. He was famous for it, but he's never been punished for any of the crimes that he has been committed. As the people, they do not dare to go against the king, as they are already fed by him, by the taxes and the dictatorial behavior of the king. They were alive, that's all that matters to them, as they knew that if they go against them, well, they might have lost their lives too, but not 7 years ago, no, as the girl who he raped that time, and killed her family did not stay quiet, rather they decide to fight back. Her family, well, there were three: me, her father, her brother and her about being husband. They knew who did it, and they also knew that they are not going to get any help from the king, no, as if they go to him, they knew that they will need up dead, like previous other fathers. So, knowing they can't get justice, they thought to do something about it on their own. To take their revenge, they followed the son for a long time, get familiar with his schedule, and devise a plan. They could have killed him in silence, get rid of his body, and could have to leave this land, and probably get away from it. Yes, they can do it, but they thought to do something else. But they have something else been going on in their heads, and instead of killing him in silence and darkness, they made a plan to kill him in the middle of the city. Why? They just wanted to send a message. They knew what was coming for them if they do anything like that, but they did not care for it. They intend to do it, no matter the consequences. Well, they have devised a plan there. Twice a month, he visits a brothel. They knew what day, what time, and exactly how long he stays in there. They knew everything there, and with that information they move forward from there, as that is the only place where there's a great distance between him and the guards. A day before he showed up there, they entered the brothel and set several explosives in there. Well, when I heard that, it's a little hard to understand it. Why explosives? Why do they need to blow up the brothel? I questioned him, as he was narrating this story to me, and he certainly did not answer that question there, and I didn't even bother to ask him either. But there's something else has happened there too, something rather unexpected, and it's not like that the son didn't show up there, no, because he did, but along with him, his father to show up there too, and seeing that, they did some changes to their plan, and moved forward with it. As been getting in there, the father and son were in different rooms, been further away from one another. They were in there too, and keeping an eye on them as soon as they were in there. Weapons and everything. They came in there. They did not intend to kill them. Well, not in there, no, they planned to get them out of there, and then do what? They have a spot where they're going to kill them. They did not waste any time as soon as they were in there. The plan was in action, and these three aren't the only ones who were involved in it. No, there were a handful of more people too, among which there were the women who works in that brothel. They hate him, all of them, but going against him, well, they did not have enough guts to do so, but some of them did. Right before the explosion has occurred there, these women went in their rooms, and without wasting a moment there, they pierced them with a thorn laced with a substance which made them lose their consciousness. They wrapped them in bags. Till that, it was the easy part to do, and now the hard part, and that is to get them out of there, and that's where the explosions come in. They can't just walk out of here with carrying them on their shoulders, no, but when those explosions has taken place there, a sort of stampede has occurred there, as everyone were running out of the brothel. At that moment, they carried them out of there from the back alley, along with the women, and took them to a bazaar nearby, as that place was filled with people, and what could be the better place than that to send a message, huh? Although as soon as that explosion has taken place there, and the guards didn't find the minister or his son, a search has been initiated for them. And they were found in the bazaar, been stripped naked and tied to the cart, standing there vertically, and it sure has gathered a lot of crowds there, and by the time King and his men have reached there, it was already too late. The message has already been sent there. Their genitals were chopped off and they were left there to die. The police in the market tried to capture them, but when that has happened there, there's a chaos in the market, and with that chaos they managed to escape from there, and after that, there begins the revolution, as they initiated a search for them, been putting a price on their head, dead or alive. They managed to hide themselves, and little by little as the time has been passed by there, they started to grow in size, as whatever that they have done there, people were inspired by them. People get the guts to voice against the king, the sort of government that he has been running there. Little by little, the group grew, and they started to rebel against the king. In the beginning, there were only small things, like loot and rumble, but it grew, and by the time they have entered the land, it was still small. And when they entered in there, they intend to stay there for a short period, and then leave. But when they get to know what exactly has been going on with the land, they made a plan, or she does. Their leader goes by the name of Hardwall, the actual leader of the group, but not for the world. No, for the world, they have another leader, just a figurehead she uses to keep herself hidden from the world. These pirates go by the name of Northern Teach Pirates, or Thatchbeard, as their leader, the figurehead one, as he has a W-shaped beard with a long handlebar moustache, and he belonged to the region of Thatch. Nothing is true in that to tell, but he does have that beard and nothing else. Well, when they showed up there, and get to know about everything that has been happening there, Hardwall has thought of something there. By using the situation that has been happening there, she thought to why not have this kingdom for her own, and became a queen. How many pirates is out there that has a land of their own? None. So, she planned for a coup there, to overthrow the government, and have her own. For that, she needs to infiltrate both the rebels and the king's men. It sounds a little easy to do there, but it isn't. She herself infiltrated and Thatchbeard infiltrated the king's men, although for that, he has to sacrifice his beard. Years they have to spend in there, in order to bring this situation to the civil war, which is about to start, and in order to do so, she has to kill the father and the lover, and seduce the son, and all of that. Well, it's a little easy to do there. She killed them, but in a way that it looked like the king and his men did it, but they were her men, being disgusted in there. As to tell, the traitors are everywhere. When the war will occur, so is the coup, and none of those rebellious are going to live, only her people, and a few more, and she will become the queen. She is already dreaming about it. When or will it happen there? I don't know, and to tell I don't care about it either. All I care for is to get out of here, to move forward from there, as has been in here. I don't feel good. I need to get out of here. I need to find more about this compass. I have to, but then, where will I go? What will I do? Who else can help me? I can go out, maybe look for every compass maker, maybe more pirates. Someone might have to know something about it. It has to be. I need to get out of here, but I can't just get out of here. They won't let me. And to tell, now there are only two ways for me to get out of here. Either I can run away, or I can talk to her, maybe convince her to let me get out of here. But which one should I do? I gave it a little thought, or maybe a little more than for little. I seem to be dying in both the cases, but being running away from here, I will only die if I get caught. So, in order to do it, I might be a little more than just be careful, or maybe I can just talk to her. The sort of situation I was in, I thought about it for a while, and there's one thing I decided to do there, and that is to talk to her. Maybe she will understand it, and let me go, maybe. Although I have made a decision there, I wasn't sure about it, whether to do it or not. After hearing everything that she has done in her life, and what I get to know about her, well, I am little more than little scared of her. Didn't know what to do there, whether to do it or not. I need to get out of here. I need to find that place, the light of Dorado, or whatever that is, as I do not want to get there a bit late. But will it ever reach there late? It mean, there's no time mentioned, a date, or anything like that. So, when do I need to reach there? And even if I reach there, will I find my friend, or am I going to be late there? I am not sure about any of this. I might be late, or I might reach earlier. I might find my friend there, or I might not. I may already been too late to be there. I might. These thoughts were kept popping up in my head, and all they were doing there is making me anxious, worsen the situation I am in, and there's nothing I can do there, as I know nothing, and it's dreadful to be in such a situation.